Welcome back, and thanks again for tuning in. I'm doing another phase of the money saving tips. The first one we did was water, today's electricity. I am in my garage. The reason why I'm in my garage is because I am trying out a new little light fixture thingy, which is this. I'm actually going to go to Lowe's. Well, actually I did go to Lowe's, but I'm going to show you that after this. And just kind of give you some tips about kind of things that you can look at to help save you some energy at home. So this is a on dusk to dawn light sensor, and so I don't have to remember to turn my lights off during the day because I was out last night when it was dark because I turned it on, and then hubby comes home and he says, hey, the light's been on all day. We did have motion sensor lights, and we did have dusk to dawn. It was built into the light fixture itself. Didn't really work the best for us, so we took it out. And so I'm going to try this little doohickey, screw it in there, here. There's the sensor there. Light bulb goes and screws in there, and then see how that works for us. A couple other things I wanted to mention. Think about solar power. They make panels now. They're smaller, they're more lightweight, they're more economical. So you can pull up some of that energy instead of paying your utility company. I'm told that you get a discount from your utility company if you sell them back some of that extra energy. I don't know how that goes, but I'm told. Wind technology is going to be a little bit more difficult because those turbines have to be like 500 to 600 feet in the air in order to get the proper amount of wind to feed back energy. So I don't know how credible that is for someone who lives like in a subdivision, but if you're on a farm, probably so. So one other thing I want to mention is anything you're not using in your home that's plugged in, unplug it. You definitely don't want to pay for, especially something that you're not using. So I know we like to leave our lights plugged in, lamps and all those things. They're pulling energy. One of the biggest things I've realized is a coffee maker, your Keurig, or your little oven thing that you put on a countertop, conventional oven, any of those things that are plugged in, they're still pulling energy when you're not using it. And if you listen to some of them, you hear this little hum, they're pulling energy. So even if you put something like on a strip, one of those power surge strips, they're still pulling energy. Even if you turn that strip off, as long as it's pulled in, it's pulling energy. So just something to think about. It may be pennies now, but you take those pennies and you multiply it by each day you're saving, and then multiply that by each year you take that practice, and it can amount to something. Every little bit counts. If you're doing a little bit here, a little bit there, then it becomes a big something all over. So I took the road trip out to Lowe's today, so I did do some videotaping there. Those tapes will come right after I finish talking to you right here. Just some things that I know, it's like motion sensors for the inside of the house and what those look like, and some options. I was looking for those lights that are inside of the house that have the motion sensor built in. I didn't see any of those, and that makes sense because the one that we had outside, it didn't work too well. But the ones that they do have are the switches that you install on your wall, and those do work pretty good. So I did videotape that. So thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, click that little bell so that you'll be notified when I do post more videos. But that's my goal, to answer the questions you didn't know that you had for anything dealing with your home, if you're buying or selling or just maintaining. Again, thanks for joining in, and roll videos. So today we're going to talk about some more home saving tips, and what we're going to do is electricity. I'm in Lowe's department right now, or store, and I'm looking at some motion detectors. Turn your lights on and off, and these are for the outside. Also, they have some dusk to dawn, so that they can turn the lights on and off as it gets light and dark, so you don't have to worry about leaving lights on, which is one of the issues that I have. But really what I want to look at is also those lights that are inside the home. So we're going to have to go down to another aisle and find those, and then I'll click back on at that moment. So here's where I want to be now. I'm in with all of the switches, and this is what I'm looking at. These motion sensors, so you don't have to worry about people leaving the lights on in the house and paying your utility company. They got, like I said, a whole bunch of other ones and dimmers and things like that. But as far as energy conservation, I'm definitely going to say that you want to look at a motion sensor. It's actually what I'm planning for my own home, and so that's part of why I'm here. And they got some decent prices, and I think they probably have some where it's actually in the light and not just a switch. So I'm going to go over to the lighting aisle and see if I find some of those. So another option is you could put just like a screw and bolt thing in there so that it has motion sensor. So if you don't want the dusk to dawn, you can put a motion sensor in there so it'll only pop up when somebody is approaching. So this way you don't have to worry about leaving the lights on either. So I didn't find what I was looking for, which was a whole light kit that actually has a motion sensor on it, or dusk to dawn on it for the interior. But I did really cool mood lights here. They call them smart lights. They have different hues, and they're wireless. I don't know how much that would do for you as far as saving energy, but it's a cool feature. So I'll see what else I find, but I think for now that'll be about it. Hope it helps.